Hey, what's up? It's David, and today I'm going to be talking about eBay adding final value fees starting January 19, 2022.
I'm editing this video, and it's a long ass video. If you're a good listener, literally just put the speed of the video to like 1.6 because I just talk slow by default. So if you want to listen to this faster, speed up the video on YouTube.
I want to begin by saying thank you to eBay. eBay had no fees since December 17 of 2019, and they're just about to start fees on January 19, 2022. So there was a whole 2-year window where there was zero fees for sneakers you sold over $100. And I want to say thank you because eBay has made me income, which has benefited me directly, my family indirectly. Therefore, I want to start by saying thank you, and I'm pretty sure most sellers feel like this. However, all good things must come to an end. eBay, of course, was going to want to get their piece of the pie, and this is it. Therefore, today I'm going to be talking about the new final value fees on sneakers that are sold for over $100. Just to make sure, like, this video is only going to be about sneakers that are selling for over $100, okay? Cool. Let's begin. eBay has a plethora of fees. You could go down rabbit holes just looking at fees on eBay, okay? So today we're just going to talk about the final value fee, and there's 2 other fees I'm going to talk about that are relevant to sneakers, and specifically sneakers. Therefore, I'm going to just talk about those 3. There's a couple other fees that they don't mention in the new announcement they made. Like, I'll just throw them in right now, like international payment fee, shit like that. That I'm not going to talk about. I'm just going to talk about the final value fee, okay? So the big announcement from eBay was they're now going to start charging 8% for the final value fee on sneakers over $100. So there's a lot of prerequisites to get the 8%. First of all, it has to be listed under men's or women's athletic shoes. So and it has to sell over 100. So if you meet both these requirements, then it's 8% on the final value fee. Now, you meet the requirements, what the hell is the fee, right? So the fee this is how it is calculated. Let's say I'm using an example. You sell a pair of shoes for $100. Shipping is $10. You charge the buyer shipping, right? That's $10. So you sold the shoe for $100. Shipping was $10. That was what you sold it for to the buyer. However, eBay has to collect taxes because it's a big platform. Therefore, for example's sake, the taxes was $10, right? So 100 shoe price, $10 shipping, $10 taxes. The buyer pays in total $120. The final value fee is calculated from $120. So that means your fee is $120 times 8%. And I already got the math done here. 120 times 8% is $9.60. Right here. This is how your payment works. eBay will automatically take away the taxes, right? So you're going to have 110 left. Like, they take away the taxes regardless. So then from that 110, eBay is going to subtract $9.60. Yeah, right, because it's 9.6, right? So then you have 110 minus $9.60. You're left with $100.40. And that is what you will receive after you sell the shoe. So then from that 104, that's where you decide what you do, like how much you pay for a shipping label, how much did you actually make in profit, blah, blah, blah. You understand, right? Blase. That's just the bottom line. So we could run through a whole example. So this could be helpful. Let's use this Jordan 1 SBB, right? Let's say, let's say you paid $50. You paid $50, right? And then you sell this shoe For $100, shipping was 10, taxes was 10. Your final value fee, you already know, is $9.60, right? So eBay is like, okay, David, when you use me. Okay, David, you sold this for 100. I didn't say this in the video, so I'm gonna say it now. First thing eBay takes away from you is the taxes. So whatever the buyer pays in taxes, that's the first thing eBay takes away from you. 10, the fee for selling with us is $9.06. So you're left with $100.40. Now I'm like, okay, cool. For the sake of this example, I buy a shipping label to send this to the buyer. It cost me $10. Then I'm left with $90.40. So $90.40 is what's left after I pay shipping label and this is out. So then I would just subtract $90.40 from my initial, which is what I paid, $50, and that would be like $40.60 in profit. And that's pretty much how you would use final value fees to calculate how much money you made. Yeah. Okay, that was just final value fees. If you have any questions or if I wasn't specific enough, drop it in the comments. I'll elaborate more in the comments. I'm just making this on the fly because I have a dentist appointment in like an hour. Therefore, I'm just trying to make this as bare bones as possible and easy to understand. Okay, that was final value fees. Now I want to talk about processing fees and returns. There is no processing fees and there's no fees for return. And I really want to talk about this because this is a big advantage to sellers. Every time eBay puts money into your bank account, they're charged the fee. Like, that is not free. Like, somebody has to pay for money to get transferred from one place to another, and eBay's absorbing that cost. Therefore, that's very beneficial. Second, there's no fees for returns. So what that means is if you get a pair, so like let's say this right here is a pair of fakes, right? Let's say I mess up, I sell these on eBay. I ship them to whatever, right? I ship them to the person. They don't pass eBay ship. What's going to happen is they're not going to send them to the buyer because they're fake. They're going to send them back to me, but they're not going to charge me shipping. Yeah, they're not going to charge me a shipping return or a fee on if the shoe is fake. And that's very beneficial because most apps, like I know GOAT, you send them a fake shoe, they're going to charge your ass. I'm not sure about StockX, but I know most apps, they're going to charge you for whenever you send them a fake. eBay is just going to absorb the cost, and shipping's not cheap. I mean, shipping a shoe back to you is at least going to be like $12 on a good day. Therefore, you're saving a lot of money for whenever you make a mistake. Like if you sell rep on accident, you're saving yourself the money on the fees that you could have potentially had. So you are saving money by still using eBay, even if you got to pay that 8%. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, so that was processing fees and that was returns. I do not know if they're still gonna charge you a final value fee, even if they return the shoe to you. That'd be something I'd be willing to do an update video on because that is actually a question that just arose in my head, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna rise in plenty of other people's heads. So that'd be something to check. Next, final value fees could actually be 7%. However, you need to own an eBay store, and you need to own the basic tier or above to actually qualify for the 7%. I'm going to interject in the video. I did not even talk about the store features. This is what entails when you have a basic store on eBay. There's a lot of perks. I'll put a link to that as well, or a picture you can see. I just want to give these two quick summaries. So on a month per month basis, you get to list 1,000 listings on eBay. 1,000 listings is a lot. Just imagine you put in 1,000 pairs of shoes per month. It's going to take a long time to get there. I mean, if you're there already, I don't know why the hell you're watching me. You should be more educated than me. If you're not, though, just imagine like each shoe costs $100. 100 times 1,000 is $100,000 worth of inventory. So if you're putting in $100,000 worth of inventory, you could still use the basic plan and be solid. So yeah, I mean, the basic plan includes plenty of perks. Just click the link so you can see. But I mean, you'll probably not run out of listings for a long time, or maybe a short time if you're like a fucking reselling beast and you just got it right. And your fees are gonna be 7%. All right, that's the interjection. And this is where math is involved, right? So in the morning, I was like looking like, okay, do I want to pay the 8% or should I buy the store? And it's only for basic stores and above. So the cheapest store that you could get for the 7% it's a $21.95 store subscription for the whole year. And before I talk about if is it worth it or not, I just want to talk about that's the cheapest one, and it's on a yearly subscription. So that means you pay $21.95 per month, and you have to fulfill it for the whole year. If you don't, then you have to pay a termination fee. I'll probably drop a link or put a picture. I'll do one of those. So you'll have to pay a termination fee. So that's the cheapest one. You can do, there's like a monthly subscription, except they up the price to like 27. So I didn't do the math on that one. I just did it on the very cheapest one the cheapest one that you could use to see if it makes sense to pay for a subscription or not, right? So the question arose, okay, 7% is less than 8%, right? But there is a number where both of them meet, and at some point one is worth more than using the other. And that's simple math. So pretty much that's just like 7, it's like 0.07x plus 21.95. So that's just 7% plus the fee per month, $21.95, equals 0.08x, so which pretty much just equals 8% x. So in this equation, we're just looking for at what dollar amount do these both match up. And at this dollar amount, that means this is where they're both equal. I'll skip the math algebra part. Pretty much at $21.95. So if you sell a grand total of $2,100 with $95, $2,195 per month on eBay, if you sell more than that, it's more financially beneficial for you to have a basic eBay store on a yearly plan compared to if you sell less than $2,195. It is cheaper for you to actually use the normal 8% and not starting this actual store. Therefore, this is very simple. This is just simple math. You would just plug in your numbers. Like, for example, me, in the past 7 days, I sold like $3,000 on eBay. Therefore, even if like business dropped, I'll probably sell, let's just say I'm like horrible, like let's just say like 800 a week. I'll probably hit that $21.95 regardless on any given month. I'm gonna continue to keep using eBay. Therefore, I'll hit the number, right? So it is beneficial for me financially to get a basic eBay store. It'll be cheaper. So then you just gotta plug in your own numbers. This would just be number by number basis. Like, are you consistently doing at least $21.95 a month? And that's total sales, remember. So that's like with taxes. So that would be like, do you get more than $21.95, including like remember our early example with the 120? So it's not just on normal sales, it's like on the grand total. And yeah, so just $21.95. If you're over it, get a basic store. If you're under it, just use the normal eBay. Once you pass it per month, get a store. That's all the info on that. I will start with the store starting like January 18th. I'll apply. So that's all the info on basic stores. So here's one of the last things to note before I actually go to the conclusion. You cannot calculate to the T, like you can't calculate exactly what your fees are going to be like ahead of time. At least it will not be easy. So in order to get a final value fee, you need to know how much your buyer is going to pay in taxes in order to get 8% of that, right? The issue comes is like, people live all over the United States and the fucking world. Like, you have to guess, not even guess, like, you have to find out, okay, if Timmy lives in Montana and he buys my shoe, how much is he gonna pay in taxes? Then I have to add that to my buy it now price plus shipping, add that, and then find 8% of that, and then repeat that for every state. And that's gonna take a lot of work. I was trying to figure this out yesterday because I was like, okay, because I want to figure this out to see how much money I'm gonna make, right? Because I'm like, okay, it's 8% of the whole fucking thing. So how do I figure out the taxes? Like, how much is everybody paying? I called eBay. They're like, well, we have this tax table. They gave me a tax table. That shit was ass. It doesn't really help you. It's very difficult. So this is my solution. Let me start off with the example, right? So I was just thinking, like, okay, if I buy something on eBay, how much is it gonna cost with taxes, right? So I put my home address. I live in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, in the United States. So I put in my home address, and I put in my old house address when I lived in California, United States. My taxes for Oklahoma was like $37. My taxes when I was in California was $45, right? So you can see those two numbers are different. So now imagine doing that upon every state. It's just not gonna make sense. So what I did was like, okay, let's see how much fees are if I don't include taxes. So the shoe was like $400, shipping was $20. So I was like, all right, whatever. So I was like, let me add those, multiply it by the final value fee, see what I get. So 420 times 8% is $33.06. And then I was like, okay, let me just pretend taxes is 8%. So what you would do is you would do 400 plus 20, that's 420, multiply that 0.8%, that gets you 33.60 cents. You would add 33 with 60 cents to 400 with 420, that gets you 453 with 60 cents. Then I found the 8% of that. This is a theoretical, right? So then 8% of 453 with 60 cents is $36.29. So for my shoe and shipping, no taxes, the final value fee was going to be $33.60. And then with the 8% tax that I theoretically made up, my 8% fee was going to be $36.29. So it was just like a $3 difference. So instead of trying to find out how much tax is in each state, I say just estimate at least. You could use 8%. I'm not a tax professional, nor is this tax advice, so I'm not sure what number you could put, but you could kind of just guesstimate it. Just add a couple dollars to your final value fee before taxes. So like in this example, if you know your shoe selling for 400 with 20, that's 420. Just find the 8% of that and then add a couple dollars to that answer, and that's how you know how much roughly you'll pay on final value fees ahead of time. So that's calculating final value fees ahead of time. The good thing is you could calculate them to the T once you get the number. Like once you get the number that they paid on eBay, you already know. Like, okay, they paid this much, just times 8, and you do the whole spiel. Okay, cool. So that was just one of the things I want to talk about. Just you can't calculate final value fees ahead of time easily. In conclusion, this was the video on the 8% fee that is going to be added on sneakers for $100 or over in price starting January 19, 2022. And here's just some final thoughts I have on eBay. eBay is still the cheapest place to sell sneakers. They said it in the email, and I'm here to back them up. They still are. eBay's cheaper than GOAT. eBay's cheaper than StockX. eBay is still cheaper than Mercari. And eBay has a solid user base. Like eBay is, I think, like a 30-year-old company, because I know they started like in the 90s. Like eBay's been doing this for a while, so like they know users' pain points, like from a buying and selling perspective. So eBay really has the marketplace game on lock. Therefore, eBay is still a really good place to sell your shoes. You have to pay 8%, but trust me, that's just the cost of business. You're gonna have to do it. eBay payouts are swift. I've never had an issue with getting paid out from eBay. It's usually like 1 or 2 business days that when they pay you out. And eBay has great customer support as a seller and as a buyer. You could text them or they can call you. Never had any issues with eBay customer support. They're always on point. And yeah, that's my final thoughts on eBay. I will for sure continue to use eBay. As I grow, I'll keep using eBay. And as I grow, I'll keep using eBay. And then I'll probably start adding my own website, like maybe a Shopify or a Wix, I'm not sure. But I'll start doing like my own website once I have way more units. Like right now I'm at like 50 pairs. Yeah, so like I'll start thinking about making my own website once like I'd say like 3 of each on each individual size. So whenever somebody comes to my website, I have their size or at least like some range, you know? So those are my final thoughts. Thank you to everyone who watched. If you have any questions, I am the king of responding to comments. Drop a comment, ask your question, let me know. Buy some shoes from me. I want to buy some Amiri jeans. I'll put the eBay link in here. I'll put my socials, everything in there. Thanks for watching, guys.